Hello cruel world, from Revelation be damned. This is Mr. Heretic, and this is another informative dialogue on bias information. So we're going to be grassing up some decrepit forms of media. We're going to be looking at something called the global citizen, which is basically a liberal form of dribble. The particular column I've chosen here is called Girls and Women, which is very hypocritical of the liberal statement. This website is the most biased thing I've ever seen. Go and have a look at it. And the reason I'm making it is to highlight some of the one-sided information that these people are looking for, and the need to search for news and read things that agree with their prior politics and their prior opinions. Now, the fact there's a women's section in this site would suggest that women are different, which is fine, but why they'd have their own section, I don't know. And it would also undermine the sense of feminism, the new feminism, which would say that people don't have an identity as in a gender, so your gender is your choice. So then, by defining women as being different or having maybe more rights, you're then claiming womanhood, but then in the second breath you claim that there is no gender. So it's a bit confusing what you're trying to portray as far as your message. You know, one of these stories, Jordan officially repeals law that lets rapists off the hook if they marry their victims. This is a country that will punish you if you offend its religion or its prophet, and it's based on revelation. This is a country which has disabled women's rights for X amount of time, and this is the story you cover, as opposed to actually talking about the oppression that's really going on in that country and its surrounding countries right now towards women. You're instead patronising Western women with a light-hearted story of a mild end to other people's intense suffering. Most recent stories: The Girl's Guide to Getting into Government, how global citizens just help secure $1 billion in commitments towards gender equality. Girls will run the world on the International Day of the Girl. Now bear in mind, this is a section which is, there's finance and innovation, environment, food and hunger, health, education. Okay, fine. Then girls and women. What? Not men and children. There's just girls and women. I might have to have a look into who made this firm altogether. It's even encouraged down here a hashtag like a girl in a nice little box here on the side. So like a girl, okay, so I guess we do have genders then. That's that argument over. I guess that this media source will never ever mention transgender issues because it fights for female issues. That's fine. I understand. Girls and women are essential to building healthier, better educated and sustainable communities. Women and girls are too often afflicted with some of the harshest aspects of poverty. Instead of victims, women and girls can be powerful community leaders. What rubbish. From homeless to prisons to unemployed, from early deaths to intense stress, from theft of earnings to assault and murder victims. This information is completely untrue and underlines my overruling point. This is designed to dumb down people in general and hide the bigger issue, because the bigger issue is far too difficult to talk about because the minor issues have offended people far before you get there, and that's the overall scheme. It seems that there's less money in truth these days when it comes to liberal prowess and media attention. And if your suggestion is that you deserve to be in government or to be where you are because you're a female, then that is incredibly sexist, and it's a very hollow trophy to hold if you're only in the place that you're in because of your gender. I'd like to think if I found a position of some sort of importance, I'd earned it. Like all liberal mind frames, these people seem to think that the world is owed to them. There's nothing women can't do in this society and they're not capable of, unless you're suggesting that they need some sort of special treatment or aren't capable, which is in itself a self-hateful and hypocritical notion to suggest. Too much more I could say, but this is just a short summary to sort of highlight some of the balderdash being injected into the minds of the youth. www.revelationbedamned@outlook.com. This is Mr. Heretic, appealing to your better nature and asking you to think for yourself.